In this video, I'll walk you through the ThinkTickle news page, the real-time news scanner. Every headline is scored by market impact on a 4-tier scale, enriched with live price and volume, filtered by tier and liquidity, and pushed in real time over WebSocket so a Tier 4 catalyst hits your screen the moment it drops. Define your own custom keyword groups for any niche you trade. Click any row to chart the symbol and read the catalyst report. News lives at the news route. It's one of the 4 core surfaces on the platform: scanner, trade sheet, spotted if news, so every account tier has access. No upgrade gate. Header reads ThinkTickle with the news subtitle, with the standard NEV next to it. Below the header is the status bar. On the left, the total article count currently loaded and the number matching your active filters. When filters are active, you see both numbers, so you always know how aggressive your filter is. On the right, 4 time window buttons. For time windows: 1 hour, 4 hours, 24 hours, 48 hours. They control how far back the scanner looks. One hour is the day trader window, only the freshest catalysts. Four hours covers a normal trading session. "24 hours captures overnight catalysts, useful for morning prep. "48 hours gives you the full weekend or post-holiday picture. Back to 4 hours for the demo. Window selection persists across sessions. Next to the time window is the tier legend. The scanner uses a 4-tier severity system to classify every headline. Color-coded so you read severity at a glance. Tier 4, yellow, labeled hot. The highest impact headlines: positive clinical endpoints, insider press releases, CEO statements directly addressing material business outcomes. When you see a T4, look at it now. Tier 3, orange, high. Phase 3 trial results, major partnerships and collaborations, significant treatment breakthroughs, billionaire investor moves. Tier 2, Blue, MED, FDA approvals, acquisitions, fast-track designations, contract awards, expansion announcements. Meaningful but not always immediate. Tier 1, Gray, Low. Early stage items, Phase 1 trials, grants, new investors, merger mentions. Worth monitoring, rarely worth jumping into. The filter bar lets you cut the grid by tier. All, T1+, T2+, T3+, T4+. Each button shows a live count of matching articles so you can see how active each tier is right now. Now only the highest impact headlines. The article count in the status bar updates immediately. T3+ is the day trader sweet spot, high enough to be tradable, broad enough to give you actual flow. Back to all to walk through the rest of the page. Now the most flexible filter on the page, custom keywords. The built-in tier system uses a fixed keyword list maintained by the team. Custom keywords let you define your own keyword groups for any theme you care about, and filter the feed by them. Same model as custom strategies on the scanner. The custom keywords modal opens. The editor at the top has 4 inputs, a name field, 8 color presets, a comma-separated terms box, and a match mode toggle. Name your group something memorable, biotech FDA, macro headlines, crypto treasury, whatever niche you care about. Pick a color so the chip is recognizable later in the filter bar. Below the name row is the terms box, comma-separated keywords. Case insensitive. Each term is matched against the article title and description, the same way the built-in tier engine works. Below the terms, 2 match modes. All terms means every keyword in the group has to appear in the article. Use this for very specific filtering, FDA plus approval plus a specific drug name, for example. Any term means at least one keyword has to match. Use this for broad theme scanning across a niche. An enabled checkbox on the right controls whether the group is active immediately. Leave it on. Then click Add to save. The group appears in the saved groups list below the editor, with a colored, the name, the match mode, the comma-separated terms, an on-off checkbox, and edit and delete buttons. The list is persisted to local storage so your groups survive page reloads. Close the modal. The group now shows as a colored chip in the filter bar between the filters toggle and the tier buttons. Click the chip directly to toggle the group off, click again to toggle back on. No need to reopen the modal. Multiple groups can be enabled at the same time. When 2 groups are enabled, they and combine, meaning a row has to satisfy both groups to appear in the feed. Layer themes for very narrow watch lists, biotech FDA plus small caps only, for example. Custom keywords also stack with the tier filter and the price volume filters, so you can compose extremely targeted views in seconds. Click the filters chevron to expand the price and volume row. Two preset groups appear. Price, $1 to $5 for penny names, $5 to $20 for small caps, $20 to $100 for mid caps, $100 plus for large caps. Volume, 100,000 plus, 500,000 plus, 1 million plus shares traded today. Liquidity filter, so you're not staring at headlines on stocks you can't actually trade. A reset button on the right clears every active filter, tier, price, volume, and any enabled keyword groups, and returns the unfiltered view. Filters and the time window are independent, combine them however you want. Now the main content, the news grid. Every row is one article, enriched with live market data. Let me walk every column. Tier column. Star symbols. 4 yellow stars for T4, 3 orange for T3, 2 blue for T2, 1 gray for T1. The fastest possible visual scan of severity. Ticker. The primary symbol in the article, bold, clickable. Click any ticker and the chart panel opens on the right. All tickers. Some articles mention multiple symbols. Up to 4 extra ticker badges appear here, each independently clickable. So if a headline names both NVIDIA and AMD, you can chart either one without leaving the row. Headline. The article title, truncated to 2 lines. Click it to open the original article in a new tab. The link is the headline itself, not a separate button. Keywords. Up to 3 matched keywords that triggered the tier classification, shown as yellow badges. If a story scored T3 because it matches Phase 3 in partnership, those exact phrases are highlighted here. Useful for sanity checking why a tier was assigned. Source. The publishing outlet. Time. How long ago the headline was published, seconds, minutes, or hours ago, in compact form. Newest at the top by default. Price. Live price for the symbol. Percent change in green or red, instant rate on whether the headline moved the stock. Volume, total shares traded today, formatted with K or M suffix. Relative volume, today versus the 20-day average. Above 5x turns the cell yellow, signaling truly unusual activity. Sort by clicking any column header. Click time for newest first, click tier to group by severity, click percent change for the biggest movers. Now sorted by percent change, top of the grid is the biggest positive mover. Click again to flip and see the biggest losers. Back to time sorted for the rest of the walkthrough. Click any row to open the chart panel. The chart panel slides in from the right with a candlestick chart for the selected symbol. 5-minute, 30-minute, and 1-hour timeframes are available. Same chart you'd see on the dashboard. Below the chart is the catalyst report, the most useful element on the page. A catalyst score from 0 to 100 summarizing the confluence of signals. Below it, the news tier and headline, the matched keywords, options flow stats including call and put volumes, and any insider trading activity from the last 30 days. When a stock has a high news tier and heavy call-side options flow on the same day, that's confluence, smart money positioning in the same direction the headline implies. The catalyst report makes that confluence visible without leaving the news page. At the top of the catalyst report you may see colored single-letter badges. NW in yellow, high-tier news catalyst active. OI in blue, heavy options interest. IN in purple, insider buying detected in the last month. MT in green, multiple catalysts converging on this symbol. FK in red, fake out warning, meaning the catalyst looks weak or the flow is put heavy against the bullish headline. Five badges, 5 different signal types. When you see MT on a row, take that as the highest conviction screen the engine generates anywhere. The grid refreshes every 30 seconds during market hours from 9:30 Eastern to 4. But the real-time engine is WebSocket. When a Tier 2 or higher headline drops anywhere in the corpus, it pushes immediately. A news alert bar appears at the top of the page with the symbol, tier badge, and headline. Click the bar to expand it and see up to 6 recent alerts. Each alert shows an active badge when the symbol is already in your filtered scanner results, meaning the stock was on the radar before the headline hit. That kind of pre-confirmation is gold. How tiers actually get assigned. Case-insensitive pattern matching against a curated keyword list. When a Tier 4 keyword like positive endpoint appears anywhere in the title or description, the article jumps to T4, no matter what else is in the body. Highest match wins. So a story that names both grants a T1 keyword and partnership a T3 keyword, scores T3. That ensures the most market-moving phrase determines the rank, instead of getting diluted by softer co-occurrences. Honest framing. The tier system is keyword-driven, not LLM-driven, so it sometimes mistakes a weak version of a high-tier phrase for the strong one. A press release saying we did not achieve positive endpoint will still match positive endpoint. Read the headline before you act on the tier. The scanner is a first filter, not a final verdict. Same caveat applies to your custom keyword groups, substring match, no semantic understanding. Five workflows for the news page. First, the morning sweep. Open the page at the cache open, set the window to 24 hours, filter to T3+. Skim every row. Mentally note the symbols you want to track today. 5 minutes of attention, the rest of the day on the right names. Second, the live catch. During market hours, keep the page open with the time window on 1 hour and the tier filter on T4+. When the WebSocket bar fires, you see the headline in real time, often before the price has fully reacted. Third, the chart confirm. Click any row to chart the symbol. Look at price relative to VWAP and the opening range. If the stock is pulling back to VWAP after a news spike, that's often a higher probability entry than chasing the initial pop. Fourth, the catalyst confluence. Use the catalyst report. The trade that matters most is a high-tier headline on a liquid stock with heavy call flow and an active badge from the scanner. When all of those align on the same row, you're looking at the cleanest setup the platform can surface. Fifth, the niche watch. Set up 2 or 3 custom keyword groups for the themes you actually trade: biotech catalysts, AI infrastructure, energy regulatory, whatever your edge is. Toggle them on and the feed becomes a focused channel for your niche, ignoring the rest of the market entirely. This is the workflow that turns the news page from a fire hose into a personal radar. On mobile, the grid hides the less critical columns, all tickers, keywords, source, volume, and relative volume. You still see tier, ticker, headline, time, price, and percent change, which is everything you need to make a quick read. The custom keyword chips remain in the filter bar, so your themes work the same on mobile as on desktop. Tap any row to open the chart is a full-screen overlay with a close button, safe area aware on notched devices. That's the news page. Real-time scanner, 4-tier severity, market data enrichment per row, custom keyword groups for your niches, click to chart with the Catalyst report, and WebSocket alerts for the headlines that actually matter. Use the tier filter to cut noise. Use custom keywords to focus on your themes. Use the time window to control freshness. Use the Catalyst report to verify that the headline matches the flow. Trade the catalyst, not the noise. The page is built to make that easier, but the discipline is still yours. Catch the headline. Confirm with the flow.